Peace and love, my friends. We're helped this morning by the song of the purple finch. Peace and blessings on everybody. Thanks for being here. Hey, Michael. Hi, Rebecca. And everybody who I said hello to already over there in the chat on one breath. Let's take a breath here for a moment. This is the incredible transformative power of near-death experiences. And I'm Peter Panagore. So yes, let's take a second breath here. I need to take a little settling in here for a moment. Join me if you would. Earlier this week, I posted a short video titled Upside of Near-Death Experience, which listed 16 after effects, which I'd prefer to call aftergifts, thanks to our friend Sachi. Today, I'm going to expand on those. These experiences aren't exclusive to near-death experiences. They may also result from other kinds of spiritually transformative experiences. Not everybody will have all of these, and these aren't all of them. Do you have an aftergift from your experience? What are they? Please share. So here's my list. Number 1, no fear of death. Through my multiple experiences, I've embraced a transformative truth, or rather, it's embraced me. There's no finality in death, only a return to the familiar vastness with a capital V. I understand deeply and noetically, meaning through intuitive knowledge, which is wisdom rather than with empirical evidence, that my consciousness is not confined to this life. Having died and returned, I live liberated from the fear of death. The second time I died, it was a good day for me. This liberation is common among those who've had NDEs, near-death experiences, giving a sense of stability that emboldens us to live fully, unshackled by the dread of life's natural conclusion. 2, a sense of cosmic unity with a lowercase c and an uppercase c. My first near-death experience included and left me with a unitive state of being, although here to a much lesser degree. I'm partly dissolved into the physical universe, which produced a disorienting sensation before my integration. But now I'm balanced. I've understood my place in the grand tapestry of existence, feeling the flow and connection to the profound oneness with the cosmos with a capital C, on the material level as well, and with the supernatural level as well. These two parts. This feeling, it's not unique to me. I'm not special. Many NDEers and spiritually transformed people share this experience. It's a dissolution of boundaries. 3, a sense of purpose or mission. Do you feel that? The aftermath of my NDE, of any NDE, of many spiritually transformative experiences, STEs, often ushers in a compelling sense of purpose. My mission became clear: to be a voice for the ineffable, capital I, and share these transformative experiences with others with the hope of giving hope and connection, with the potential of giving those things, of giving people hope that they need in their darkness, but help engendering connection, which is what we're trying to do here this morning, feeling the divine energy. Yet this purpose isn't solely mine. It's not just me doing this. It echoes in the lives of near-death experiencers around the world who've come back with a message of hope and change. The world's in trouble, and here we are, each part of a larger mission, our narratives intertwining in the collective human journey toward understanding. So take a moment, please reflect on your sense of purpose, post NDE or STE, and consider how it aligns with the greater good. We each have a smaller, more local missions. We all have these little ones, littler in comparison, but important to the people around us as we live. Our local mission are people that we're in relationship with. And these people, well, they're not always receptive. 4, profound feelings of ananda, peace, bliss, or joy. NDEs report an overwhelming sense of peace or euphoria during their experience that, in my case, came back with me and I cultivated. The importance of cultivation. The extra dose of prana, energy, life force that came back with me 40 years ago remains present and has increased substantially through energy and non-attachment practices. Make the space bigger. Make the connection stronger. My physical body, I live in a bubble of heaven. This physical thing, it lives in a bubble of heaven, inside me and outside me. There's this downpouring, this upwelling, an overflowing of the rivers of living waters, as Jesus put it. 5, a sense of purpose or mission. A sense of purpose or mission. I should hit that word a little better. Mission. After near-death experience, NDE, individuals often feel that they have a renewed or clarified purpose in life. How about you? Sometimes associated with a mission they must fulfill. Sometimes for me, it's like a compulsion. Can't help myself. For me, my first purpose was not to let my parents fall into psychological and emotional destruction at the loss of their child. Yeah, I had a choice. My deeper mission is to communicate for the unspeakable, be a voice for the unspeakable. I know that sounds contradictory. To channel into the world and encourage others to seek and find what lives within their original self and to feel it in your body. Thirdly, to let people know that there's something new under the sun. The global near-death experience phenomenon proves that a spiritual worldwide change is already underway and has been for half a century. Society needs us now more than ever, don't you think? Together, we have a chance to nudge humanity in a new direction. Our combined light bearing on Earth impacts the global zeitgeist. Here's a new word, the zeitgeist, or a defining spirit of a particular time in history, as shown by the ideas and beliefs of our time. Our zeitgeist in this particular time in history, with these ideas and experiences of near-death experience, change the beliefs of the people who don't have them. We impact in a real way. And I'm part of a team mission, and you probably are too, to help bring near-death experience into the public square for open conversation, which is what we're doing here, which is what all the videos and the podcasts about near-death experience are about. Heck, Kelsey Grammer came out in a video. I saw it this morning. The actor. Are you playing your part in that? We each have our role to play on stage. Here's my last purpose. My last is really my first. Mine is the interior pursuit of the light itself, through knowledge, but through interior practice. When this is enhanced, everything flows. 6, heightened self-esteem. Sometimes people think this is arrogance. I'm very sure of my connection. I am super sure. Post NDE, individuals may have an enhanced perception of their worth. I know how special I am in the light. I know how special you are too. But inside of me, it radiates. And an increased confidence in their abilities. NDEs increase confidence in their abilities and their place in the world, because knowing one's higher self changes our understanding of our self-identity. I know who I am, where I'm from, and to where I'm going. And this energy is a living experience inside my daily life right now. And it can look like arrogance. It's the knowing of who I am and the core of my being that shows me my eternal worth. I see my own light, not just my physical flesh, which is passing away and super flawed. Let me tell you, I know my self-worth not by loving myself, Peter, but by being loved and loving my original self, because that's who I am. My entire career and personal life have been impacted by an increased self-confidence while marching to the beat of a different drummer. And if you ask anybody who knows me, I have my own rhythm. I can't really follow other people's rhythm. I mean, physically speaking, you don't really want to dance with me, but I have my own rhythm. I follow this inner beat, this inner drummer. And that is a result of NDE, and maybe you do too. 7, enhanced intuitive sensitivity. After my first NDE, I inherited a heightened intuition and a greater trust in my inner feelings and insights. That kind of goes along with the preceding one. I trust myself, not Peter, but this inner part of me that continues to speak. So the practice of listening helps. 8, life insight. Many NDEers gain profound insights into their lives, leading to reevaluation of their relationships. 72% of NDEers end up in divorce. I think that's the statistic. A reevaluation of their relationships end up in the divorce if they were married and then had an NDE. It's a reevaluation of our careers. I changed direction in my life. I am not an architect. And overall, life's direction, like my daily living, every moment is impacted by this thing, which frequently leads to disruption. Disruption in relationships, careers, life direction. It has its downsides, my friends. This happens to us. 9, sense of timelessness. Our usual perception of time alters during an NDE, leading to an enduring sense of one's existence being eternal or timeless. It's not just that we experience timelessness, it's that the experience of timelessness leaves a mark on us. We have this sense of transcendence. 10, courage. Losing fear of death and profound experiences during an NDE can instill a sense of bravery and the ability to face life's challenges with less fear, because we know our final outcome. I don't always know what my decision is going to result in, but I know where I'm going when I die. That's security. 11, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Enhanced empathy. often leads to increased feelings of kindness and compassion toward others and greater capacity to forgive past wrongs. It doesn't help me from being hurt in the first place because I'm still a human being, but it doesn't make me a doormat. It makes me capable of seeing the other as myself. I see my own flaws as well as my light, and I see others' flaws as well as their light. Hey, thanks, Sylvester, for the super chat. I much appreciate that. 12. Freedom from codes of conduct and belief systems. I feel way less bound by social norms and more inclined to live according to my own values that came back with me. That can cause trouble. Spiritually transformed people were outsiders to the general population. 13. Empathy. Deepened empathy for others' experiences, like I just said, and feelings is commonly reported. This has plus sides and minus sides. The plus sides are that when I'm a crowd of people and everybody's feeling good, I feel good. But the opposite's true too. But on the upside, so the upside of this is, for example, at a wedding, I did this wedding where love was so beautifully exchanged and the intensity of it, and it happened more than once, the intensity of the love between the two people and everybody around them as I officiated the ceremony nearly made my knees buckle. I was just like, I'm swooning in this wave of love from all these people. Oh my God. It felt so good. And for a long time after my first NDE, it was difficult for me to know where my emotional life began and ended and where other people's emotional life ended because sometimes it was inside of me. It was hard for me to judge that. And 14. Resonant connection with nature. As soon as I was alive again, I received an enhanced, lively, energetic, experiential nature connection. Wow. Nature became my church. I am a nature mystic every moment of my life without effort. I just need to step outside without effort. I just need to step outside. Take a breath. Feel the divine energy that radiates from everything that is natural, that is beautiful, that is alive. And it doesn't have to just be outside. I've got a bunch of plants here and in my house. Just have to reach out and touch one. Yeah, that's it. And it feeds because it's alive and it's living not just in a physical sense. It emits this radiant energy that probably you are too, susceptible to it. Maybe all near-death experiencers come back like that. Maybe, see, you probably know more about the general results of near-death experiencers than I do because you watch hundreds, some of you thousands of near-death experience videos. I don't. All I know is my own experience. And then when I talk to people, my friends, right? So number 15, and this is sign language. I'm using American Sign Language for my counting. This is number 15. See, number 15, psychic abilities. As some individual NDEs develop psychic abilities, such as clairvoyance or telepathy after an NDE, and me too. Such as when I'm in a counseling session, talking to people about their lives, their deep emotional, psychological, and spiritual lives. And I have these flashes of images that appear in my head along with understanding. They pop into my mind. I don't know why suddenly I'm thinking about a red-nosed clown eating ice cream. But when I say that to them aloud, that's specific to them. Specifically resonates with their experience and deeply with those who I'm counseling. It's like I see a glimpse inside their head, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just listening to them. I listen with the ear of my heart. I think that's part of what psychic abilities are, is this sense of our five senses, six senses, perceiving more than the human eye and ear and touch can understand. There are other psychic abilities in my life. How about you? What's psychic like for you? How do you share it generally? I can't help but have it happen. And the more I listen, the stronger it becomes. Okay, so 16. See, this is the number 6. 16. Lastly, understanding of self as immortal soul. Back to the beginning. Dare I say this for all NDEs? What do you think? Maybe you judge me after. Dare I say this? That after we all have our NDE and many out-of-body experiencers, after we experience ourselves as souls, as consciousness, having a human experience rather than humans with a soul, or that consciousness arises from us, once we leave our bodies, this leads to a radical redefinition of identity and existence. I know my immortal soul. I am that. This is me. It is you. Have you felt it? Have you seen it? Let me know. The more we talk about it in the public square, the more public it becomes, the easier it becomes to talk about. So here's a summary of the list here. No fear of death, increased emotional reaction and expression, transcendent consciousness, profound feelings of peace or bliss or joy, a sense of cosmic unity, a sense of purpose, mission, heightened self-esteem, enhanced intuitive sensitivity, life insight, a sense of timelessness, courage, kindness, forgiveness, compassion, freedom from familiar codes of conduct and belief systems, empathy, a resonant connection with nature, and psychic abilities. That's my list. Maybe you have more to add. After these gifts, these aftergifts are profound and life altering, often leading to, as in my example of my life, a complete transformation of the individual's life, my life, and therefore all of our interactions with others. The very center of our self-identity shifts, and we can't help but live in the world through that center. And the more one pursues that, the stronger the balance becomes. Thank you, Ken C. The degree for the super chat, the degree and combination of these effects can vary widely among individuals with spiritually transformative near-death experiences. And if you can think of more effects, let me know. Transcendent experiences are so impactful that they become the pivotal points in our life's stories, significantly altering our trajectory and our relationship with others, with ourselves, and the world around us. And these are some of the blessings. Next week, let's discuss the disadvantages, because definitely there are some. When this all began for me, I used to think this is a blessing and this is a curse. Let's talk about those next week. So thanks for being here with me. Super appreciate you spending time with me. I know everybody's busy in their lives. And next Sunday, I'll expand on the downsides of near-death experience. I have a little video up right now, a video short on the downsides of NDE. Your community support makes this possible. Visit peterpanagore.love. And if you want to talk to me, speak with me, please book an appointment there too, peterpanagore.love, and join us at the top of the hour, 11 on Eastern Time, ET. ET. Join us at the top of the hour for Mystic Tea Salon for a global, crowdsourced wisdom from direct mystical experience gathering. This is our 4th year. We get real. The Zoom link is in the show notes. Thanks for everybody being here. Not much time for discussion today. I love you guys. Please remember to like this talk. Thanks, Quiet Energy. Thanks, Peter. Love knowing you're out there sharing all this. Thanks, Jules. Appreciate that. See you later this week, I think. Thank you, Wanda. Thanks, everybody. Peace and love. I'll see you soon in 5 minutes. Top of the hour. Find the link below. Peace and love.